My girls hold me down, them boys mess around. My love life is a mess. We going out tonight because I'm looking for love. That's right, y'all. We are talking about Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 2, Episode 17, Addicted. And who in this place is addicted today? Let's see, who is addicted? I would have to say it was Andy. It might even be Sabrina. She addicted to boys with tattoos from what we hear. And Andy seemed to be addicted to Gary. But before we get started, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the little notification bell. It'll let you know when more videos are brought up. And I want to give a shout out to the people in my comment section. We got Shanice Says, Isaiah Hill, Redmond Johnson, Jalen Lewis, Miss Brown Sugar 2010, Bobby Ray, Jackie Robinson, Kenya Peterson, Ty Harrell, who else? Lamont Simpson, Tiffany Harrell, Tyler Brown, Sarah Farah, Anna Walcott, Miss V, Tia Divine. All right, that's my comment section. Okay, thank you guys for holding down my channel. But like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so right now. Now let's get started with this review. Of course, it started off with Zach, okay? And I don't care what nobody say. I think Officer Rhea, I think Rhea is her first name. I know they usually call him by the last name, but I'm going to call her Officer Rhea, okay? I think she has something to do with at least that credit card fraud. I don't know about y'all, but I think she has something to do with it because she wasn't so surprised when he was in there. Damn, Zach, you in here for some credit card fraud and stuff. I'm just like, I don't like her. I don't know what it is. But she kept giving him a hard way to go. And then she found out that it was more than that. It was coke and stuff. But she made that comment. Who is that for that little beautician? What you did to that little beautician girlfriend? How she knew about the beautician girlfriend? How she knew the girl was a beautician? Unless she been following him, because from what I remember, she only saw him from the staircase in front of a building one day or something. But she knows that Karen works in a beauty salon or whatever, owns one. So I'm telling y'all, I really think it's her as far as the credit card. But this coke stuff, and then she gonna act all indignant and start acting crazy and yelling at him and being difficult. And I don't know. I don't know. She said his report stated that he was a model inmate before when he was there. And, you know, he asked to call Andy. And she's like, what, I look like your damn secretary? She don't want to let her use her phone no more. She's funky. She got attitude, you know. And I'm like, wow. She was like, look, you just save it for the DA. You tell the DA about it. I was like, girl, damn. And she said, I'm going to call, she said, I'm not calling any more your hoes. See, that's that jealousy stuff. Because he was like, but she ain't no hoe, you know. Just because he know female attorneys and female people or whatever. Look, she thinking he's sleeping with everybody. I'm telling y'all, her jealous ass did something to him. And she said something about, he's begging her for help and stuff. And she told him, you know what, Zach? You're a F up, okay? Let me just say it. She said, you a fuck up. And I was like, damn, girl, that man is begging. You ain't never seen him acting like that before. But she already got him guilty and stuff. And, you know, she said she was so stupid enough to have hope in him and all this stuff. And she just went on and on. And he was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what you say. You know, he's like, leave me alone. Just get away. Leave me alone. And then he said, F you. I said, oh, damn. He was done at that point because he was screaming, it is, you know, it was just like, and I know that feeling. Here you are trying to be good and you do, and stuff is messing up. See, that's when the devil come up. I'm telling you, I'm sorry, I'm a little Christian, but you know, you try to do the right thing, the devil come in and try to attack you and mess with you. I'm telling you, they don't like when you do it. The devil don't like when you're trying to do right. And he trying to do right. The devil don't like that. He trying to mess with Zach. Anyway, So let's go on to Andy. And I took a lot of notes, y'all, because I'm behind on shows, so I had to make more notes than usual because I can't remember everything. Anyway, so Andy's in her office and she calls Gary. You know, she tells Fatima she could leave, that she's going to stay for a little while to finish up some things. So she calls Gary and wants him to meet her at her house, you know, to talk. Just to talk. It is. I'm like, here we go. She full of crap. And so Fatima runs into Hayden down in the parking garage. And here's Hayden being an ass again. He's such an ass. I can't take him no more. And she runs into him in the parking garage, and that's after hearing Zach's voicemail message, like, he's in jail, what the hell? And then she's like, what did you do? She was like, you know, she said, are you following me? He's like, no, my car's parked right over there. She said, yeah, well, what did you do? He said, what did I do? She said, if I find out you did something, you're going to be sorry. I know you did something. Let me find out you did something. And he's like, you know, like, I didn't do nothing, you know. She said, bye, and left and got in her car. And she went to the precinct. So in the meantime, Maurice and Jacoby are at the bank. Okay, all of a sudden, y'all, now, I don't know if y'all noticing this new Jacoby. All of a sudden, Jacoby got bass in his voice. And he's got this attitude. All of a sudden, his tats are starting to speak out. It seemed like, you know, when people tatted up, sometimes they look like they tough and stuff. So all of a sudden, he started going in on Maurice because Maurice called him a bitch again. And he said, Maurice trying to explain to him, that's a term of endearment. He said, well, I don't like it. And you need to stop calling me that. You know, I said, oh, shoot. And he said, well, it's a term in it, but I call everybody that like it's a term. When he said the term of endear, he said, what, for a female dog? And he said, oh, so you do know what the word means. I said, oh, my God. Come on, Maurice. So Maurice is going back and forth with him. All of a sudden, this new, like I said, this new Jacoby is rough, tough, harder. He not that floating around type person he was before. And Maurice is like, oh, so look who got a little bit more teeth now. You know, like now you are a little tough instead. And he's looking at, he's looking at him and he said, you know what? You're starting to remind me of your boy Alonzo and stuff. He said, I don't know what that means, but if Alonzo did something and stepped to you, I understand why. He said, well, really? He said, you want to step to me? I forgot how he said it, like sideways or something like that. He said, do you want to? See, he don't know the part that Maurice whooped Alonzo's assets. Yes. He don't know that part. So Maurice is like, whatever. And then Sabrina comes up like, and he's like, oh, hey, Sabrina, how you doing? That's Jacoby. All of a sudden the bass came out his voice and he that regular Jacoby person. And so he puts a note, he leaves, gives her his work, put a little note on there saying, I'm going to be at this place, meet me at happy hour for drinks and stuff. So Sabrina, he says bye to Maurice, and Maurice is like, I ain't saying nothing. Sabrina go, you're not going to say goodbye? I said, Sabrina, shut the hell up. Mind your business. You are not his daddy. If you see he not speaking, obviously something went down. Stop being stupid. Mind your business, because you can't even control your own business. And then what did she do? She let it go. Said something to Maurice. Maurice called him a bitch going out the door. And and he said, I don't like him. I don't know what it is. And that's when she get to the bottom and realize Maurice really likes Jacoby himself. He said, oh, he's so fine. He's so fine. And his muscles and his face is so pretty. And so Maurice is jealous because Jacoby is interested in Sabrina. And he looking at Sabrina. He looking at Jacoby like he meat and stuff. So he has to be nasty to get through the day, I guess, and not think about him. Anyway, so Sabrina's smiling because she see the note that he left her. So she wants to close up, but of course Maurice didn't finish his work as always. So she leaves and she goes and meet him. Maurice said, I already saw the note. I know that's what you're going to do. Meet him for some drinks or whatever. Go ahead. And so that's what she did. And she met him for drinks, and that didn't go so well because she didn't like. He sounded like he was almost tipsy when I started seeing that part. And he was saying how he didn't like how Maurice was. He's so flamboyant and stuff. He's out there, as he put it. And Sabrina didn't like that. She was the discussion. She didn't like what he was saying about Maurice. And she was like, she's gonna leave and stuff. And he was like, no, please don't leave. Don't leave. Just educate me. I've never been around anybody like that before. So it makes me uncomfortable why he got to be that way and and stuff. And she was like, well, no, I think I should go. He said, come on, please, just stay with me. And he wants her to stay and everything. And she stays and decides she's going to talk to him and stuff. He's begging her to educate him and give her views and stuff. So she said, well, okay, I'll have one little drink, a little bit. And she said, let's start with Alonzo. And I'm sitting there going, why is she telling his business? Why she got to tell Maurice's business? What he should do is maybe the three of them sit down and discuss it that way. It ain't up to her because Sabrina ain't going to tell a story, right? She can't get her life right. What she gonna do? She ain't even and she called herself moving on when she knows she's still thinking about, what's his name? Calvin. But what she was saying to Maurice, to Jacoby, that he shouldn't think like that about people and you should allow people to live their life their own way. And she saying all this stuff. I said, well, ain't this the damn pot calling the kettle black? Am I wrong, y'all? Let me know in the comment section. Am I wrong? She is sitting there telling Jacoby he should allow Maurice to be the way he is and and people are. But she wasn't doing that for Calvin. She had a problem with the nice guy, Calvin, being who he was after he was raised by two gay men. What did she expect? I said, damn. Ain't that something with people like that? You have any friends or people in your circle like that? They could say stuff to you that they ain't following those. They not following that. Their own advice. They not following it. I said, damn, what is... Anyway, what else happened? Andy, Sabrina. Oh, so Preston's sister. Preston's sister show up at the airport. And Danny's like, damn, y'all just got money to pay to just keep coming back here to talk to me? She said, no, I just got off the plane. Right? Preston told me what they did. I'm sorry what my brothers did to you. I'm so sorry. How they treated you, they're terrible. They the worst. She said, well, they better not come back. She said, oh, they not going to come back because I told Ma. She said, you told Ma. She said, y'all so damn country. She's like, and the sister said, and we're country and we proud of it. I was like, I thought she was getting insulted. It seemed like she was getting insulted. I was like, Danny, don't talk about people. If they country, they country. So, she said, at first, Danny didn't even know who she was. She said, I'm the one who introduced you to Preston. I introduced you, remember me? And Danny didn't even care. Danny didn't want to say nothing to her for anything, and, what else? There was something about that. So she said something about, when she said, you tell them they better not come back no more, bother me no more, if this and if that. She said, okay, I'll get the message. She said, because let me tell you something. I know some hood people who are just as hood as y'all country people are country. I said, okay. She said, see, the hood people gonna come and mess y'all up in the country. I was laughing. I said, okay, Daddy, let it go. But then the sister kept asking her questions and she didn't want to answer them because in Danny's head, she like, shit, they all racist. She couldn't get past that. This is the sister that introduced them. She just couldn't get past it. And so when she was like, do you like my brother and stuff? And she was like, why you ask? Danny just gave her a hard way to go, so she wouldn't tell her nothing. So the sister said, okay, I'm going to call him now. She said, okay, y'all, don't come back now. And she said, oh, you're so funny. Because y'all know the saying in, what is it, the Beverly Hillbillies? Y'all come back now, you hear? And she said, don't come back, y'all, you hear? Danny's so silly. Anyway, so then we got, so Danny calls Sabrina, who's driving, and she tells her what happened, and she finds out Sabrina's going to meet Jacoby to have drinks and stuff. So that part was over, and she told her about the sister, and she said, well, the sister might be at your house if he invited her there or whatever. She said, oh, I hope not. I hope Preston knows not to have her there. He should call me first. But anyway, I'm so glad they didn't have that whole Karen and Aaron thing, because they have been boring lately. So I'm glad that wasn't happening. But then Andy shows up to Karen's job, and she's like, I need to talk, and I feel lost. And she was like, can we go in the office and talk somewhere? And she's like, Andy, ain't a damn person here. Why we gotta go in my office? I was like, oh, somebody, if y'all could find that blouse that Andy have on. I've been looking for that blouse. Oh, excuse me. That blouse is so hot. I gotta say it again, that Andy had on. But like I said, it was see-through and sheer, and she's sitting in work like that. And I can't see why any attorney would be at work like that. I guess times have changed. It's really strange to me. But she should have had on a jacket or something. Anyway, so she's in there talking to Karen, and she's saying all this stuff, and Karen's like, I understand. And then she's like, wait a minute. She tries to get into it. Well, when you get back together with Zach, and you know you're going to let me do, and she's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? She said, you want to get in an argument. She said, oh, that's what's happening. Karen ain't stupid. She sat back. She said, oh, you wants to get into an argument, huh? Because you know what that is. That'll make her feel good. She could walk out, get mad, and then, be okay with having Gary come over. But Karen wouldn't argue with her. And then she said something else. Andy said something else, and Karen said, oh. I think that's when she made the statement about Zach. Then we can have this conversation again when you get back together with Zach. She said, I'm not getting back together with Zach. Me and Zach are done. No, you're using Zach to, you're using Aaron to cover for Zach, just like I'm using Parrish to cover to cover the loss of Gary and stuff. And she was like, I am not doing that. I'm not doing that. So anyway, she says she's not going to see Gary anymore, because Karen figured it out and said, oh, you seeing him again? She said, no, I'm not seeing him. I'm not seeing. She said, you say that, but do you mean it? You know? Anyway, so she said, I'm leaving. I think I'm going to go home, have a drink. She said, okay, good. I'll come with you. She said, no. I want to be by myself. I want to be by myself. Clues. That was clues. She was shouting, I'm lying all over the place. I'm lying was coming all out of her. That just for her stopping by without calling, and that was something she don't usually do. So Karen knew something was up. Anyway, she didn't want Karen to go with her. She said, I just want to be alone. I'm with y'all all the time. Blah, 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 blah. But wasn't she the one that asked first, let's go out for drinks afterwards? What you doing? Let's go out for drinks. And she said, let me check with Aaron. And she was like, okay, preacher's wife. Y'all remember that from last week? Anyway, so she goes home. What else? Then we got Fatima. Fatima shows up at the precinct, and she wants to post bail for, what is his name? Zach. And she goes up, there's two black female cops up there. So she speaks to the first one. The first one sends her to, of course, who's there? Officer Rhea. Who are you? She looking her up and down and everything. You know, Fatima looking cute and got the big old booty and everything. So she was like, oh, I'm here to post bail for him. And she was like, who are you? And yeah, I'm somebody who works at his job. And where would that be? Chain Breakers. Oh, I know of that place. Oh, this is Officer Rhea now. Oh, I know that place. They provide vehicles. Now, you know, if you know that's a good program and they provide vehicles, in your back of your head, you saying, oh shit, Zach was trying to do the right thing. See, because she was thinking, she said, I had hopes for you. He was trying to do the right thing. So now she's seeing it's making its way through her little jealous brain. I'm telling y'all, Officer Ray had something to do with something. And then she asks, you know, so she kind of shoos her away, like he has to go see the judge. She had to see the judge. Well, what did he do? I can't tell you that. Bye. She shooed her away. I said, damn. That's so nasty. See, when police officers, okay, you're a police officer, but you're supposed to protect and serve. You know, serve. You're supposed to be courteous. Okay? TLC. Oh my God. Anyway, she was funky, and that's why people don't like police officers now, because they act the way she was acting. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. So she walks over there and calls, steps aside and calls an attorney and leaves a voicemail message for them to call her. Then Officer Rhea calls her back and said, "Are you an attorney?" She's like, "No." She said, "Well, you dressed like you are. You sure?" She's like, "No, I work at a law firm." She said, oh, okay. She said, "Here, I'll take you back there to CMC," because it's going through her mind now. Zach might be telling the truth. So she lets her go back there and see Zach. And what is it? And what happened with Zach? Zach was like, "It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I did not do it. I don't understand what's going on." And Fatima was putting them pieces together in her head. And he tells her how my crazy ass ex. He first said it was credit card fraud, because she's like, "What the hell?" He said, "My crazy ass ex." He never said Karen. Ex got me for credit card fraud. Said I did $5,000. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. That's what I'm telling y'all. That officer did it. How she know that she worked at a... Anyway, you know police officers could get a lot of stuff, information. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. Y'all tell me, but I'm just... Something about her and her jealousy. And the fact that she already knew where Karen worked now. I don't know. But Tyler, I hope you wrap it back together. And somehow, I can't wait to see how you have this come out, Tyler Perry. I can't wait to see this. What else happened? So he's saying it wasn't him. Then he told her about the coke in his tire. And she was like, "I believe you. I believe you." The cocaine in his tire. He was like, "When you say it like that, like you understand, you know, you're the one that gave me that car." Like he's accusing her now. She's like, "Zach, think about it. I couldn't have done it. It was parked at my house. So if they would have gotten you at the house, I would have been here too." So he was like, yeah. But you know, when you in jail and stuff going on, his head was, he couldn't get it together. He couldn't get it together. So she said, "I'm going to get you an attorney." And he started getting all excited again. "Again, I'm going to get an attorney. What I need an attorney? I need my job. I just got this." And I said, what? Tyler always had these people going crazy. Just like in the Oval, that fool Barry acting foolish and going crazy in the prison. And then he got his butt arrested. It's like, chill. She kept saying, relax. Everybody got to keep telling them, relax. I know you don't we wouldn't understand because we're not in that position. But acting all crazy and acting out ain't going to help you at all. Believe me. I have too many officers around in my circle that I travel, and attorneys and judges are in my circle. So you gotta be chill, you know, around that stuff. So then she leaves out and she calls Hayden and says, "You know what? I am free. Meet me at my house and bring some wine." So then it goes to Danny. Danny gets home with Preston, and she gets home with Preston, and he cleaned up and everything, and that's when she's wondering why there's 3 place settings, and of course he invited his sister. Danny's so upset. She opened the bottle of wine like she was gonna pour it in the glass, because first she thought he had invited Zach, but he said if Zach was here, look around, there's still food left, all the food would be gone. She said, "You got a point there." I said, Preston learning about Zach too. But when she realizes the sister, she opens the bottle of wine. She acts like she's about to pour, and then she just guzzled it. She guzzled that wine. She's like, "This some bull. I got to be around these country people all this time." You know, so I know what she's thinking in her head. So that's what happened with that. And how did it end? It ended with, I hope I didn't miss anything. Marisa, Jacoby, Preston's sister, Danny, da-da-da-da. So it ended with Andy. Andy, she's a trip. Because she does this, and she did it on purpose. She comes, he knocks at the door. She goes and opens the door, and then does the walk. She opens the door and turns and walks away and lets him come in by himself so he could check her out. You know how men like to watch you walking away? And she got on this flowing outfit, and you know, and that was a cute outfit too. Let's just go there with that. That outfit was nice, Andy. Andy got a nice wardrobe. I could get with some of her clothes. But the walk away and stuff, and I said, I remember that walk away like in, what was it? Wait Until Exhale, when Loretta Devine walked away from, what's his name? The tap dancer. I forgot his name. And she was watching, said, "Oh Lord, let him be watching me." And she turned around and he was watching her walk away. But you know, we got that walk away that men want to check out, you know. So sometimes we look better walking away, then coming forward. Anyway, so Andy gets in there and he tells her, Gary, she's like, I don't know what to say. I kind of confused. You said you wanted to talk. Now he gets in, you like, I don't know what to say. Because you knew what you wanted. You wanted him there. And then he said, well, then let me start. I just want to show you 3 things. So the first thing he showed her was his one-way ticket to Boston for next week or whatever. I want you to tell me not to go. The only way I won't go is if you tell me not to go. She said, I can't do that. I can't do that. The other thing he showed her was his divorce papers that were signed. He said they found out that it was, that his ex-wife had done some stuff and her fingerprints was on things or whatever. And he told her and said if she didn't want to have to go to jail, she better sign the divorce papers. So she signed the divorce papers. So she hurried up and opened the envelope. She looking in at the envelope to see, really? She signed it? Really? I'm like, you thirsty? Thirsty. Anyway. And then the third thing he showed was the number of a counselor that he's been seeing. Because she told him he got anger issues. She don't know if he can get back with him. He's too jealous all the time. It's scary. And he said, look, this is the third thing. And he gives her the number and you could call him. I told him he could tell you everything about me in our sessions. Damn it. Can't people get no sessions and just lie? Can't you just lie up in the sessions? Anyway, so, and then he came out with the ring. The engagement ring or whatever, you don't have to wear it now. I know I told you once I got divorced, I wanted to marry you. And I'm hoping we could get married someday soon, but not now. And he had the little blue box, looked like Tiffany's, and the ring. And he wanted to put on her finger, but she said not yet and everything. And so he left and I'm surprised. I thought he was going to try to stay and sleep with her. She wanted it. And he got down on his knee, though, to put it on her, but they didn't do it. But she hugged him and kissed him. I love you. And as he walked out and opened the door, Karen's standing right there. Ah, Karen's my girl. Karen knew the deal. Hello. Hey, Gary. She walked her ass right in. And Andy's like, and she said, hello. And then Gary said something. She said, bye-bye. You can leave now. And she's standing there. But as you see from next week, what's going to happen? Andy going to be all up in her face like, I don't give a damn what you think and all this stuff. We going to have, what's her name, trying to sleep with, because Jacoby was begging to go back to her house. He wanted to go back to her house and she didn't think that was a good idea. Why? But next thing he's at her house on her couch. You know, really? You going to do a one-night stand again? You going to sleep with a guy the first night you go out with him again? Didn't she do that with Calvin? You know, damn it, Sabrina, have some pride in your damn self. Stop sleeping with everybody. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's how it ended. So he promises to do better. Gary had promised to do better. We'll see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the show and put it in the comment section what you thought about this review. This your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.